My name is Sandra. I am 22 years old now. I live in a small flat in the city of Greenwood. But this is not just a story about my life. It's a warning. Because every man I date ends up dying the same way, and I know why. Let me take you back. I grew up in a quiet village called Maraba. We were poor. My mother sold firewood. My father left us when I was 3. When I turned 17, I met Daniel. He was 20. He helped my mother carry firewood one day and started visiting often. He was kind, tall, and quiet. My first real love. He promised to marry me once I finished secondary school. One evening, we were coming back from the river. He stopped, held my hand, and said, "Sandra, I will never leave you. Not even death will stop me from loving you." I smiled. I didn't know those words would haunt me. 3 weeks later, I heard people screaming near our house. Daniel had fallen from a palm tree. He was bleeding from his head. Dead. Just like that. They said he slept. I cried for days. My mother told me to forget him and focus on my future. I tried. 2 years later, I got admission into a school in Greenwood City. I moved in with my aunt. She was rich, lived in a tall building, and had everything I once dreamed of. But she was strict. Always shouting. Always warning me not to bring men to the house. One day, at a campus fellowship, I met Collins. He played the keyboard. He had a gentle face. Very respectful. We started talking. After 3 months, we started dating. He took me out, made me laugh again, and slowly helped me forget Daniel, until it happened again. He had a car accident. They said his car hit a trailer on a street road. No brake marks. No sign he tried to stop. Just like that, Collins was gone. Again. And I was left to cry again. I didn't tell anyone. But I started asking myself, why do they all die? Why the same way, sudden, without warning? I stayed away from men. But I was lonely. At 21, I met Philip in a library. He wasn't my type, short, funny, wore big glasses. But he was nice. He begged me for months. I said no at first. Then, I agreed. I told myself, maybe if I love someone different, this curse won't follow. Philip didn't last 4 months. He collapsed while walking with me at the mall. Doctors said his heart just stopped. No sickness. No signs. I cried so hard that night, I couldn't breathe. Why me? Why always the same thing? I started asking questions. I started digging. And that's when I found the truth. I traveled back to Maraba and asked my mother, "Mommy, did anyone ever curse me?" She looked away. I pressed her. She broke down and confessed something that broke my soul. "Your father was part of a group. A secret group. He made a vow. He said no man will ever marry his daughter. He believed it would make him powerful. I didn't know until after he left. I tried to reverse it. I went to many churches. But I failed. I dropped to the floor. My own father. I wasn't cursed by an enemy. I was cursed by the man who gave me life. I came back to Greenwood broken. I fasted. I prayed. One night, I met Ben. Not a boyfriend. Just a friend. He saw me crying and offered to pray with me. We became close. I told him my story. He believed me. He said his uncle was a pastor who had dealt with spiritual cases. We went to the church. They fasted with me for 7 days. On the 6th day, something strange happened. I had a dream. I saw all 3 men, Daniel, Collins, and Philip, standing in a dark room. All crying. Each of them said the same thing, "You were never the problem." Then I saw a man, dark, tall, faceless, standing behind them, holding a bloody ring. I woke up screaming. On the seventh day, during prayer, I started shaking. Voices came out of me, voices that weren't mine. The pastor said something that made my heart stop. Her father gave her blood, but Jesus gives her light. This curse must break tonight. I passed out. When I woke up, I felt different. Like something heavy left my body. They said it was over. But I wasn't sure. Ben became more than a friend. He said he loved me. I warned him. I begged him to stay away. He refused. He said, if I die, then I die. But I will not run from love. We dated for 1 year. Nothing happened. No accident. No sickness. No curse. We are now married. I know some people will not believe my story. They'll say I'm making it up. But I'm telling it because someone else out there might be suffering and thinking it's normal. It's not. Curses are real. But love is stronger. If Ben had walked away like others, I would still be living in fear. But he stayed. He believed in prayer. He believed in me. And now, I'm free. So when I say, every man I date dies the same way, and I know why. It's not just a sad line. It's my truth. And I survived it.